Hi there, Prairie Plantgirl here. I'm going to be planting out my some of my cooler season veggie crops today out in the garden. I've got my planting bed filled here and I've got my seeds. So we're going to be planting out some carrots, Swiss chard, some beets, kale, and turnips. Now, I always like to make myself a little map. So I go and I draw out my garden every year. I plan it out. I choose where the crops are going to go. That helps me to make sure that I'm rotating them as much as possible to help keep the soil healthy. And just to plan, where the most sun gets to and, where there's a little bit of shade, a little bit of cooler weather. And helps me remember where I planted them all, because I use stakes to mark them, but sometimes, the stakes get moved or I always have the right words on them. So it just helps me a little bit to just keep track of it all. So something you might want to try. Now, we still aren't past our frost-free date here. So there's only a few crops that you can put out, but some are okay, with the cooler weather. And I always think when you're planting out seeds, it's nice to get, a little jump start on the season if you can. They don't always come up. Sometimes I have to reseed, but if you get that early crop in and you get some early vegetables, that's always great. So I like to try it and take that little gamble. It doesn't cost much and gets you out in the garden early. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So come along and see how I plant my garden. So there, I've got my cool season crops started. I always like to do this, and I think it's worth it. So if you're in a cooler climate area and you haven't passed your frost-free date yet, I say get out there, get yourself some seeds, and give an early planting a try. There's a lot of seeds that can be planted early, and you'll get that early harvest, which is always fun to have. You can be the first one on your block with the fresh vegetables out of your garden. One more thing I want to add is obviously the ground is dry here. I don't have my water hooked up out to the garden yet. We're still getting well below zero some nights, so I will have to get myself a bucket and some water and get these all soaked in real nice, and of course keep them damp while they're growing. But it's worth that extra effort until it warms up to get them growing and have that early harvest. So get out there, grab yourself some seeds, and grow something. We'll see you next time. Bye.